How's it going today, everybody? Today I got a 2005 GMC T7500. Got a 7.8 liter diesel in it. Complaint is obviously it's smoking. Smoke seems to be whitish, kind of bluish. If you smell it, which you can't over YouTube unless you're really good, it's got an overfueling kind of smell to it. So I'll plug in the scanner and see what kind of data we can pull from this. Okay, so what you want to do is get in your truck, start it up, bring it up to operating temperature, plug your scanner in, go into datastream, and scroll down until you see balancing rate. On the common rail systems, basically you have one fuel manifold and all the injector lines run off of that to each cylinder. So the ECM, it looks at the fuel rate coming from the fuel pump, and it can determine how far off each injector is from basically what it should be. Now these numbers, they should be all within the +3 to plus or minus 3 or 4. Now when you see a plus number, that means that injector is using more fuel than what it should, and when it's a minus number, it's using less fuel than what it should. So if you have a plus number, that could be a leaky injector, stuck open injector, or even a electrical issue as well. And then if it's minus, you could have a clogged injector or a stuck closed injector, or also another electrical issue. Also, what you want to determine too is you got to make sure your compression's good and your engine's in good mechanical condition. Another thing you might want to check too is check your fuel pressure, check for external leakage in your injector lines, and also your return line. Make sure that's not restricted, and make sure it's flowing right. So you can do a couple things here. You can just order a new set of injectors and send your old ones in for core, or probably what I would do is I would pull the injectors out and you can send them out to get tested. The way I figure is, it's your labor taking them out. You're not just buying parts where you could have another problem. Send all the injectors out, get them tested. The fuel injector place will tell you if they're good or not, and if they come back all good, then you're chasing another problem and you haven't laid out a whole bunch of money for new injectors that you're stuck with. Right now I'm leaning towards it being the injector problem, just due to the fact that this thing has got over 150,000 miles, and to my knowledge these injectors have never been out. Sorry for the shaking here. I'm trying to hold the camera as still as I can. This truck is shaking like crazy. It's running not very good. Now, due to the fact how this thing's running and smoking, when you do the injectors, make sure you change your oil, because I'm pretty sure that the engine oil is going to be diluted, and you don't want to be running oil with a whole bunch of diesel in it. And then also, what can wipe an injector out real quick is if you're running water through the system. So I would definitely take a look at the diesel, even drain some out of the tank, make sure there's no water in it, and change all your filters. Make sure it's very critical that these systems see nice, clean, good fuel. So the new set of injectors is in this. And as you can see, it's running a lot better. Little to no smoke. The same thing on the test drive. It's definitely driving better, and no smoke when you throttle it. So I'll take you back in the cab. I'll show you the scan data to see the difference between the old worn out injectors and the new good ones. Yeah, sorry about the glare, everybody. Filming these scanners is a little tough, especially when you're outside and the sun's shining on you. But as you can see, the balancing rates are much better. They're all within the plus or minus 3, which is definitely way more even than what it was. Now, this is a common rail injection system, which means all the injector lines feed off of one rail. So it's a common supply, and they all just share one. Now these, sure, this is an Isuzu 7.8 liter, but this data will be the same for any common rail diesel system. So I hope this information has helped you. And a lot of these scan tools you get, as long as you can read the data, you can kind of do a little bit of your own diagnostics at home if you know what you're looking for. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Hit that like button and subscribe. I got more videos, everything from diagnostic stuff to tool reviews and snap-on flyers and whatever I can think of. Anyway, have a good night everybody, and thanks for watching.